I'm making this video for someone in particular. They know exactly who they are. We were just talking by text message, okay? He's a buddy of mine, but he's a little bit of a ball breaker too. So I'm going to try to explain everything to him, okay? Here's the situation, okay? He says, Rich, you come across like a bullshit artist. That's how it sounds like. Sounds like all bullshit to me. I wish that was the case because I want my wife back. I want my mom back. And I don't want to be in this situation out of it because it's too devastating. It's too heartbreaking. This is devastating. Okay, so let's go through each thing. He says, I'm a bullshit artist. Okay. In a matter of 2 weeks, and I don't wish this on my worst enemy. I don't wish this on my worst enemy. My wife, Jennifer, only 46 years old, passed away. The mother of our 2 children, my lover, my best friend, the rock of our family, everything to me, my soulmate, she's gone. She's gone forever. I can't bring her back. Okay. I was my wife's caretaker. This is what this guy doesn't understand. We had to set it up this way. My wife got cancer. She couldn't work anymore. Her insurance was the most important thing because it kept her alive. She needed to get treatments. She needed to get surgeries. Chemotherapy, 75,000 a pop. Surgeries, hundreds of thousands a pop. I was working a sales job when we were first dating for 20 years. Before we got married, before we had kids, and even before I knew her, I was in sales. I was always in sales. Now, the thing is that, fast forward, because I know her way, way back. You're talking 1999, I met her. Fast forward to like 2017, whatever. Things changed. Things changed at that point because she had stage 4 cancer. And she needed me to be there for her. She couldn't work. I had to be there. I had to take care of her. And for all the years moving forward, I became her full-time caretaker. She had stage 4 cancer. She actually my wife almost passed away then. 2017, she had cancer. It was all on her spinal cord, like at this time on the outside, on the bone. She had it on her liver. A big bash. She went into septic shock. She had to get, thank God the chemo at that point helped her. It wiped out the cancer. She recovered like a miracle. I still believe to this day it was because her mother saved her life. At that same time, her mother, Linda, passed away from acute leukemia. God bless her, too. God bless Linda. May she rest in peace. Wonderful, wonderful mother, wonderful woman. We feel like she said to God or something, take me, give my daughter a chance, let her live. And she did live. She made a miraculous recovery back then. But people don't understand that my mother had a serious situation too. She had a triple bypass in 2018. She's COPD. Okay, my mom has always been living with us basically since we've been married. That's another story. Unfortunately, she didn't have the greatest marriage. Okay, and she's been living with us since like we got married in 2005. My mom has been living with us pretty much ever since then. I mean, with little occasions where she'd go visit my father and leave us for a month or two, but for the majority of the time, and you might say, but if she had a bad marriage, why was she visiting him? This is one of those crazy things. They were divorced, but yet they would still see each other once in a while. But then that would be it. Then they would stop. Like they would get sick of each other after a month, and then she'd come back home. My mother would stay with us. But it was a crazy situation. But long story short, I had my mom in my life, and I had my wife in my life since 2005. I want you to think about that, okay? Do you know the dramatic change? This is what people don't understand. When my wife and my mom passed away, of having them with me all day long, all afternoon long, all night long, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I'm taking care of my 2 beautiful ladies because they were both, God bless them, they both had illnesses. I was taking care of them. Okay, I was like their, whatever you want to call me. I'm like the shepherd, I get their Pulp Fiction, I want to be the shepherd. I was taking care of them both. But you know what a change it is for me that I wake up, like just this morning, I'm having a very difficult morning. I'm still thinking that my wife and my mom are downstairs. You might think I'm a psycho, but this has been going on since 2005. I have both my mother and my wife with us full time. They were here all day with me. I still believe it in my mind. I'm like, they got to be downstairs. And I go into shock when I know they're not. But this is the thing that this guy doesn't understand. When they passed away, I lost an income. I was my wife's full-time caretaker. This was through the insurance company so that her insurance wouldn't get messed up. She was able to get all her treatments, all her surgeries. I was making $3,000 a month for a while now. That money is gone. Okay, my wife, God bless her, she's passed away. I can't even think about it. I can't think about it. I can't accept it. But not only that, I lost that income. Now my mom passes away 2 weeks later. My mother, after my wife passes away, my mother passes away 2 weeks later. That's like catastrophic. Only like Teddy Roosevelt dealt with this, and he went nuts. Teddy, when his mom and his wife passed away, the president of the United States, Theodore Roosevelt, guy like flipped out, ran off to Dakota, became a rancher, had wanted nothing to do with politics. This was before he was president. Wanted nothing to do with politics. He had a baby. The wife, before she passed away, gave birth to Alice. He gave the baby up to his sisters. Like, I can't even do it. Years later, he did come back to take care of her, but the guy flipped out, rightfully so. People don't realize how hard this is for me. I lost the two most important people in my life, my mother and my wife. They were with me forever, like, it seems like. I know my wife, a total is between dating, I know her for 27 years. Now, we were married 19 years. Our 20th wedding anniversary was coming up in April. My mom, I know her my whole life. So you're talking about knowing someone, my wife, 27 years, knowing my mother, 47 years. The emotional shock here is unbelievable. Now, that's the emotional shock. The financial shock is unbelievable because I lost $7,000, like $7,000 to $8,000 a month. Because now that my mom and my wife passed away, the money I was earning as my wife's caretaker is gone, and my mother's Social Security, which is part of our household income and pension, is gone. I lost. So I have so many shocks happening here. People say this guy calls me like a bullshit artist. I'm a bullshit artist. I wish I was a bullshit artist. I just want my wife and my mom back. Okay, I'm a bullshit artist is what he says to me, the guy. Emotional shock, losing your wife, losing your mom within 2 weeks. If you don't think that's an emotional shock, you're nuts. You're Norman Bates if you don't think that's an emotional shock. The biggest emotional shock of your life. If you don't think it's a financial shock, that you're just used to getting at a certain income, $7,000, $8,000 every month, and then it's instantly taken away, it's gone because my wife and my mom passed away, then you're nuts as well. It's a financial shock. Now, putting all of that aside for a second, I don't have a support system. This is what this guy doesn't understand, this guy I'm talking about. I don't have anybody. That's it. I'm not going to get into it. My parents had a bad marriage. My mother's family, look, we talk from time to time, but it's not real support. It's not real support. Okay? My wife's family, she didn't really get along with them, unfortunately. It's another story. There's absolutely no support there from my wife's side. So there is no support system. I have a couple of friends, but they have their own lives. They got their own families, their own gotses. We talk from time to time, but it's not real support. So I am in a position that I am dealing with all of this by myself. I have to take care of two children. I got my son, Michael, 14, Sophia's 11, and I'm doing what I have to do to survive. All right? I'm working hard on YouTube. I'm doing everything I got to do. I'm building up my channel. I'm staying positive. I'm staying focused. The kids are going to school. They're doing great in school. I'm giving them as normal of a life as possible. They're very happy. But yeah, I got to recover. Now, in addition to YouTube, I want to do something else. I was thinking to start a business, which I think is a beautiful thing, to help other families besides myself, other families grieving, to help other families that lost loved ones. Because you know what it is? I feel like I need support. And I can only imagine how much support I need. Other people probably need it too. They need support too. There is a lot of people out there dealing with these heartbreaking situations, devastation situations where they lose their loved ones and they don't have support. They need support. I said to myself, maybe we could do something, go to an Italian restaurant. I would pick up the tab, buy them dinner, drinks, and we could all socialize. We could share stories, share experiences, be there for each other. Maybe I could make it into a business if I got enough support from people. So this guy just wants to break me down. He wants to kick me when I'm down. He's like, sounds like all bullshit to me. So what exactly sounds like bullshit? Okay, where's the bullshit? Tell me where the bullshit is. Did I not lose my wife? Yes. Did I not lose my mom? Yes. Did I not lose my entire monthly income? Yes. Do I have a support system? No. Do I need a support system? Yes. Are there people out there that are in the same situation as me? Yes. Where's the bullshit? There's no bullshit here. I'm simply starting a business that I want to help people. I want to help myself. I want to help my family because we need help right now. We're in desperate need of help. And I want to help other families. There's no bullshit here. It's all real. Okay. So this guy needs to calm down. No offense. Go make yourself a nice tuna sandwich, get a club soda, go get your shy box. Go home and get your shy box because you don't know what you're talking about. And the thing is, this guy, well, it was years ago. He had a beautiful, beautiful wife. She passed away from cancer. And his mom passed away it was like a year later. God bless her. God bless what this guy went through. My heart goes out to him. I think he would understand me, but yet he's just ripping me up. Instead of him understanding me, it's like all this guy does is find fault in me. He doesn't like that I'm a YouTuber. I mean, he likes that I'm a YouTuber, but he feels like, all right, go get a real job. This is a real, for the last time, YouTube is a real job. There are people, look, it's all about levels of success. There are people out there at YouTube, like you ever hear, like I'll just name some, Mr. Beast. There are people out there that make millions and millions of dollars a year on YouTube. You have to build up a channel. There are other YouTubers making hundreds of thousands of dollars, in some cases, hundreds of thousands a month. Okay, YouTube is a job. It can be a very lucrative job. You have to build it up. People just have to relax. People got to relax. Look, everyone in this world has a right to do what they want to do with their lives. Just if I go out right now and get a sales job, what do you think? I'm instantly going to make $10,000 a month? This is what people don't understand. Most sales jobs, they start you off with a tiny salary, a couple of $100 a week, just for you to get back and forth to work, throw gas in your car. And you got to wait years before you get established to start making big commissions. It takes years to build up a book. What do you think? You just go in there, your first month, I made 20,000. It doesn't work that way. Doesn't work that way. So people said, no matter what job you do, it requires determination and dedication. You got to dedicate yourself to it. It doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't matter what you do. That's what people don't understand. But anyway, I made this video for this guy. It still won't do nothing for him. No matter what I say, he's still going to break chops. Unfortunately, that's just the way this guy is. But I decided just to make it anyway, to try to explain this is no bullshit. This is real. What me and my family are going through. Pray for us. And God bless us. And if you're interested in supporting us, read the description of this video on how you could do it. God bless.